Looking like bookends right there. Hey guys, Chi-Chi here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing eye swatches, comparisons, and this tutorial using the brand new Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity Mega Palette. So Mother Pat decided she wanted to step on all of our necks and give us an 18 pan palette. She has never ever done that before. So here is the beautiful Celestial Divinity palette. I know, like you know, like I know, that when we first saw the promo pics for this, we were like, oh girl, this is gonna be a palette that's over $200, and I was not looking to buy it. But once they said it was $78, I said, how much? So what now? Where's my credit card? Now her normal palettes do retail for $125. However, the pan sizes are completely different. The pan sizes on this palette is more in line with, you know, your standard type of eyeshadow palette versus her normal palettes. So they are a tiny bit smaller, which I'm okay with. If I can have more shades in the smaller pan size, I'm more inclined to buy it versus having all of this beautiful luxurious packaging with only what, 10 shades. Packaging wise, you got cardboard, and this one it feels like 125 doll hairs. Then they have these ribbons to actually hold the mirror. I kind of don't care for it. I might just cut that off. So 12 of these shades were already previously launched with the Star Wars collection. So this is the Dark Galaxy side, and this is the Galactic Gold. Only these 6 middle shades are the brand new palette. So if you have any of the mini palettes that launched with that collection, you already have at least 1/3 of the collection. And if you have both of those palettes, you already have 2/3 of this particular palette. Now you can go find somebody's YouTube channel to see if the quality is still the same with both of those palettes. Girl, I ain't got that. But I do have the full-size Mothership palette that was with the Star Wars collection. I got this year. You guys saw me swatch it, and she relaunched this because it was limited edition. One of the shades in here, which is the gold standard, is repeated in this palette. So I mean, I don't mind it because it's a gold shade. Like, I can always use that. Now y'all know I always check my collection to see what is comparable to the palette that I'm picking up, and to my surprise, this palette actually rivals Jackie. I was Shippington. I didn't realize it until I was pulling out my palettes. Now, I'm not the one who's gonna be pitting two queens against each other. They're both amazing women. I support my black queens. Jackie's cool with Mother. Mother is cool with Jackie. Jackie got flued out. Pat been gifted her Dior bag, so I know they're cool, but we are gonna do some swatches because I am curious, just like you are. Ooh. All right, the first one is Pat McGrath Saturnalia against Jackie's Wigglies. We looking alike. That is Venomous Void and Pinker. It's gonna go Pat Jackie, so I don't have to keep saying it. I mean, they're not that much alike, but I will say Pat's is a whole lot smoother in texture. We're doing Bronze Nebula and Zam. Close cousins, but not quite. Dragonfly and Sponsored. Oh yeah, they are looking like bookends right there. Galactic Gold and Zola's look kind of favorable. Jackie's is a tiny bit deeper. And let's try one more. Make it a good one. Ooh, she cousins. They're not exactly the same, but they come from the same house. They not the same Vogers, but so if y'all want to research and figure out who drops what palette, when, where, why, whatever, go ahead, knock yourself out. However, coming from a consumer standpoint, if you already have Jackie's palette and you already have those 2 mini palettes from the Star Wars collection, you really don't need this palette. But if you missed out on Jackie's palette or your Jackie palette is running low, you can actually get the Pat McGrath palette and support two different queens. That's how I see it. So I'm just giving you guys options, okay? However you want to spend your money, that's on you. That's none of my business. Starting off with Saturnalia. This is a crimson with a bit of a pink in it. This is going to be perfect for the holidays. Something just very bold. You already know these shades are going to be extremely bold and powerful. You know Mother Pat is a finger application queen, so you definitely get a lot more intensity when you use your fingers, but I am a brush kind of gal. Ooh, I put a little too much water on. I mean, that's kind of a look though. I'm not mad at that. Ooh, my God. Next we have Venomous Void. She is super eggplant. Nothing really truly compares to a Pat McGrath shadow. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. That is a beautiful purple. Like, that is super eggplant. If eggplant was eggplant, this is eggplant. Like, little blend on the edge. I'm trying not to get hype. Cosmic is a shimmery pink. Ooh, that's a lot of shimmer. Is it a duochrome? I'm not sure if it's a duochrome, but I'm gonna keep it pushing. It's for my girls who love the pinks. The pink. Uncle Cliff. This might be a very subtle duochrome. Depending on how that light hits it, it does look a little coppery pink. But on the lid, it's definitely pink. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up. I ain't got no fancy camera lens, but yeah, it's a duochrome, definitely. One of those coppery pink ones that you guys seen it. You guys seen it. Now we have Bronze Nebula. When I think of bronze, this is the shade I'm looking for because it's not super golden, nor is it super like dark in the pigment on the brown side. You have that perfect bronzy blend. Yes, mother, you know exactly what I want when I want it, when I need it, when I got it. Now we have Odyssey. This is it's like I guess a lilac with a pink in it, like very, very light purple. I'm gonna try to pick this one up. Ooh, yeah, this one picks up way better with a finger. I'm starting to think like maybe I should just do a finger application. Yeah, she's cute. You definitely see the pink in it, but the base is like a light lavender lilac. I have very high hopes for Smoked Amethyst. Oh, do you see this? This has a super dark purple base, but then it has this freaking hair that wants to be in my way. It has these pink shimmers in it. Oh girl, I'm not mad at this shade at all. Look at these two shades together. Like, what a look would that be? Oh. Okay, so this was the Dark Galaxy side, and yeah, it's bomb. I can see why it sold out. I can see why. Moving on to the brand new shades in the palette. This is Major Mahogany. It is a matte brown, super filled with pigment. Oh, I should have swatched this and credit together. Give me a second. Hold my beer, fam. No dark line. I suspected that, because this is Mother Pat we are talking about. Just in case y'all wanted to see it, this is Pat, this is Jackie. Jackie's is a little darker. Fuchsia Shock is a lot more vibrant in the pan. It still has the vibrancy, don't get me wrong. She vibrant, but actually let me shut up. It's exactly what I think it is. Never mind, disregard my entire thought process. That looks good. I like this purple because it doesn't have like a ton of that pink to it like some of the other shades we just swatched. I like a purple when it is purple. And this, Dragonfly is definitely a duochrome. It's one of those bluish, green, purple shifts to it. This is the type of shade that I actually do like as a duochrome because I think it's so cool. This is, to me, like futuristic robots, been through some things, wrong side of town, you know. My imagination, I tell you. I love when that green just pops out, but you see how like on the sides it kind of looks a little bit on the purple. Love it. All right, this is Lunar Champagne. So far it's not really giving it to me. Y'all can see it, but I don't know, I'm not living for it. Use your finger with this shade. And this is why I love Pat McGrath stuff, because just when you think like, oh, I don't like a color, it ain't really doing much, you add either water or use your finger and it's just like, say what? 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 This is how you know Pat is a professional. She's like, no, darling. Now that I'm thinking about it, this kind of reminds me of Trust Issues from Jackie. Because remember, Trust Issues was white, but they going round for round right now. Megabyte is that really good khaki green. This is the shade that popped out to me the most because I just love a good green. I don't use it as much for some reason, but trust me, I love green. That's just scrumdiddlyumptious. Just look at that. Oh, I eats it up. Ooh, we have a matte. This is Venison Orchid. It's a pink. However, it is coming up a little bit darker on my skin tone. And I also do have on a bit of concealer, just so this has something to stick to. I like the fact that in the pan, it's pretty light, but on my eye is showing up nice and dark. Quick little blendy blend. I'm inclined to say that this actually has a little bit of purple in it, even though it is kind of, I want to say like mid-tone purple. No, see, I keep wanting to say purple. Pink. It's like one of those, is she or isn't she, you know? But it's still cute. Now we're in the Galactic Gold side of the palette. This is a Violet Void. It's got a little pink to it. See, all these purples, except for the one, have a little bit of that pink in it. And it's cool, but I prefer my purples to be purple, you know? Still beautiful. Maybe this is more of the Prada. No. I think the other one were the Prada boots. Were they Prada boots? I think they're Prada boots. If they're not, it's okay. Maybe it was Balenciaga. Who cares? This next shade is called Bronze. Okay. It's just called Bronze. I see a little bit more of the orange hue in this shade of the Bronze. I definitely prefer the Dark Galaxy side. Which one was that one? The Bronze Nebula. That's my jam. This one, she's still cute. These two together, madness. Ooh, we have the Battle of the Golds. All right, so this is Galactic Gold. This one is a duochrome. I probably should have just used my finger. Ooh, it's kind of that goldy green. I'm not a huge fan of, but I like this more than that like pinkish green one that sometimes pops up everywhere. I don't know, I like the moodier like duochromes. This is Gold Standard. I started putting this on with my finger. Oh well, we're here. This is Gold Standard. I already swatched this in the bigger palette, so I already know that this color is gold, like yellow, golden realness. I think I compared this to Trophy Wife from Fenty. Here we have Electron. It's a duochrome, purple pink duochrome. It might even have some sort of blue tinge, little twinge to it. Yep, as I suspected. Ooh, but she's pretty. She's like one of those galaxy colors. that I really do like. This is the type of duochrome I like. I like this one and Dragonfly. I like those types of colors where it's just like, ooh, oh, futuristic. And finally, we have Corruption. Are you a duochrome too? Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so this is like a bronze, but it's got a red to it. Oh, have I ever seen something like this? Huh, I don't think I have anything like this. I feel like this shade should have been on the Dark Galaxy side. You on the wrong side, boo. That's a fabulous color. I'm sorry, she should have been with the dark side. What is it, Dark Force? I'm not a Star Wars person, so I just saw my first Star Wars movie. Like, forgive me. But this is a very grown-up, sexy. You know how you have that like, that garnet color, like that red with the black lace? This is what I get with that color. But in the pan, it definitely looks bronze. But on the eye, you get that garnet, black lace type of vibe. I really dig that. I'm gonna clean myself up and get into this tutorial. So I'm definitely gonna be using the new shades since might as well. Taking Orchid right into the crease and just buffing that out. A big deterrent for most people besides the price is the fact that Pat does not put a lot of matte shades in her palettes. The way Pat does her shimmer shades, it makes it so glorious to use in the crease, and it doesn't even like turn out like terrible or anything. It just looks really, really good. I really don't like this brush right now because my eyelids are kind of sore. All right, but we're just gonna leave that alone. Do we want to work from outside in, inside out? Let's do, gonna pick up Megabyte. I was literally about to call it khaki. I'm gonna attempt to use all 6 shades. So this may look a little crazy, but we're just gonna call it artistic. As far as I can tell with the quality, I really don't think you're losing out on quality when it comes to this palette versus the full-size Mothership palettes. They literally felt the same. I hope Pat doesn't come out and be like, surprise, bitch, it's different. But I highly doubt that is going to happen. I'm just picking up, what is this, Dragonfly? Yeah, Dragonfly. A little tiny bit right on the center. And that's another thing I really do love about Pat McGrath's shadows. They layer like it's nobody's business. So technically, you know, the possibilities are endless. This is what I pay for. And she's like, yep. All right, let's do the purple. And since it's got a little purple pizzazz right there. What is this? Fuchsia Shock? Jeez, because it doesn't have that pink reflect in it, it looks so good. It looks so freaking good. I look like a blend master. Look at that. All types of stuff going on. I'm gonna deepen it up with mahogany, major mahogany. Just a tiny bit. You know what? I think I'm going to put this down, then go back in with that purple. Yeah, let's drag you right here too. Oh man, these are just blending. I'm not a professional. I'm just a makeup enthusiast. But the fact that I'm just going in here like all crazy and it's still like looking like something. I mean, come on. You see all that duochrome goodness looking like something for out of New Orleans future? The champagne, lunar champagne. I'm gonna pop that right into my tear duct against the green. It kind of shifts green. It's interesting to always see how colors take on a different color right next to it. It's kind of like Friends. Sometimes friends act a little different standing next to you versus someone else. Just saying, life tip. Going back into major mahogany, right onto my lash line. And I'm just gonna blend that out real quick. I'm gonna pop on my lashes real quick and be right back. I think this look came together quite nicely. I don't know what you think, but that's how I feel. If you didn't know my thoughts already about the palette, I think it is a great palette. If you already don't have some of the palettes that I've already mentioned, you can make your own decision on whether or not you're going to pick it up. You don't need my opinion to do that. As far as the quality and just Pat McGrath in general, I am very happy that I have this palette. I hope to God that she continues to produce palettes of this caliber. I hope she takes a page out of Natasha Denona's book, where we have like 15 shades in a small condensed palette. Just keep the quality and shrink the pan size. I'm good because I only have this one face that I'm working with. So for me, the smaller pan size and the lower price point, I'm here for it. So Pat, please continue to do that. I feel like everyone should experience a Pat McGrath shadow, and this is a great jumping point for that, where you have a vast variety of shades. It's still a pretty penny, but for the quality though, I mean, I think it's worth it. So check out some of my other videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Stay comfy, guys. Bye.